everybody, welcome back to Kill by Daylight PTB 9.2.0. Patch notes are here. They gave us a little taste of what they might be including in this a couple days ago, but I held off because they're doing that new thing where it's like, we're going to be working on some perks and changing things for perks, but we're not going to tell you just yet. So I wanted to hold off so we can get all the info and... You know that old saying, if you don't have anything good to say about something, don't say anything at all? Well, if I did that, the video would end here. So we're not going to do that. I've got a lot of negative things to say about this. So, but we'll start with the positives, which conveniently is the first thing that's on the patch notes. So, PTB 9.2.0, sorry, for Sinister Grace, the new killer, the, the Krasue? Is there a rolling of the R in there? Is it just Krasue? Please, inform me.
And there are different pronunciations, I believe. There's a Thai pronunciation. This is a Southeast Asian folklore creature. There are different pronunciations depending on the country, essentially. Krasue is one of them. Some say it as Krasue as well. But in English, it's often pronounced Krasue. So it's kind of up to you. I would say it personally as Krasue.
Because I am not, I'm vaguely familiar with this, urban legend, this folklore thing, and it's not from the most reliable source. I will be the first and third to admit it, because somebody else posted it. My only knowledge of this I guess you call it folklore. This entity, this creature, is from a Red Letter Media Half in the Bag. I believe the movie was The Mystics of Bali. I don't remember that episode or that movie at all, but I remember this being in it. So that's where my knowledge of this comes from. And might not be the most reliable source material, but we've got, like, I looked through this, I skimmed all of this before this, and I'm like, this is a Stephen King novel they wrote. There's so much stuff that this new killer can do, and basically to sum it up is there's two modes. You have body and you have head. No head, break skateboard. It's still a relevant meme? Don't know. But basically you shift between body and head form whenever the hell you want. It doesn't seem like there's a cooldown, maybe. I gotta really look at the footage. It says body form has 32 meter turn radius, head is 40 meter turn radius. Slightly faster, they didn't give the notes. But you can see headlong flight is an ability it gets, and that kind of varies between how fast it can go. But obviously the head cannot break skateboards or pallets and is not granted bloodlust, because that'd be a little bit too broken. A new status effect, leeched. You hit them with an intestinal whip or regurgitate, which I feel like in the PTB, from what I've seen, it doesn't look finished. Like regurgitate, you think, oh, plague, bile, blah, puke, right? It looks like she's Black Canary from the DC comics, where she's just going ah, and it's a clear like sound beam that's hitting the survivor. It's it doesn't look finished, doesn't look polished really. Basically you hit them with any of the either of those two moves and it fills a meter. When the meter is filled, the survivor is afflicted with leeched 1. When that is applied to them, leeched 1, it automatically fills over time until it hits leeched 2. Upon then, they are afflicted with broken. If they are healthy, they become injured. It basically is plague, and I'm fine with that. I'll be honest with you. I'm fine with this just being a different version of plague. I really like plague, so this is fine. You got intestinal whip in head form. You do the attack thing and you smack them with your organs. It's as weird as it is, as it sounds. If they are afflicted with leeched, they can be damaged by the Tenty Whip. And it partially fills leech meter up until leech 1. So if they are not infected yet, you can do it with the intestinal whip. Cool, great. That's it's a different way of doing the whole maybe not different, it's the same way of doing my pet peeve of, like, you gotta hit him 3 times with your special ability, but you have a way of afflicting them with a status effect without hitting them with your ability in Regurgitate. So I'm fine with it, right? You pre-infect them, go to head form, break skateboard, win? Maybe. Depends on how many you hook and how fast you kill. Don't do that anymore. Don't play killer anymore. This is what this patch is. Spoilers. Then you get Regurgitate in body form. You do the Sonic Beam, like I said. When you charge it up, you hit the attack button to spew a leeching gland. It's a phrase. Leeching gland completely fills the leech meter up to leech 1, so it basically instantly infects them. I love all of this. I'm going to be very honest with you. We're going to look at some gameplay from Spooky. I love how all of this looks. I love almost everything about the new Survivor and the new Killer. I love it. This is a home run. It's great. I love it. You get Headlong Flight, which is our movement ability. In head form, you go. It looks very fast. It looks like maybe almost like Wraith speed when he's cloaked. Which is okay, cool. That's great. And of course, we have now the new special item, Glowing Fungus. Survivor's got to be some way to do get rid of the effect, so they eat the fungus, they eat the shrooms, and it decreases the leech meter over time. So, okay, cool. It sounds like Plague or Unknown. I know, I believe Spooky and Otts compared them to Wesker. Not so much, but I'm thinking more Plague, which, again, I like Plague a lot. Thumbs up. New killer perk, Ravenous. When you hook a survivor for the first time, you gain 1 token. Up to 4 when you have all 4 tokens. All of the survivors scream and gain exposed for 60 seconds. That's pretty good. It's not a, oh, survivors within 32 meters of you, within your terror radius. No, it seems like it's map wide, which, depending on the map, 60 seconds not gonna be enough to really do anything with that. But if they're like right next to you or like a few meters from you, you've got, obviously it's a perk, it's used on all killers, but for them, you have Headlong Flight. You can just zoom right over there and then transform into body form. Insta-down, you got Springtrap now, who has a teleport mechanic. That's good. Obviously, Blight and Nurse and, you can do it with Wesker, Wraith. The mobility killers are going to be really good with this perk, I think, but it feels like everybody's going to be really good with it. Wandering Eye. This is a perk I feel is targeted towards me. Whenever you start chasing a survivor, reveal the auras of other injured survivors within 16 meters for 5 seconds. 30-second cooldown. You watch any of my videos, you'll know when I play killer, I have the unfortunate side effect of running into the person I just hooked and that just got unhooked. And I don't like tunneling behavior. We'll get to it. Don't worry, we'll get to it. This is the good stuff, remember? There's still very, very bad stuff coming to the game. But I wind up running into somebody that I just hooked. I'm like, I don't want you, I want somebody else. I want to go find a new target, right? This feels tailor-made for those instances where I'm just like, I'm in a chase with you, I don't care about you. Oh, there's a person over there, though. Okay. I like this perk. I like the thought of this perk. It's really cool. Hex, a Hex perk in 2025, ladies and gentlemen. Hex, Overture of Doom. It's a dope name. Spawns a Hex totem that curses the farthest generator and reveals aura to you in yellow. When a survivor repairs the cursed generator for 5 seconds, you gain undetectable and your terror radius is applied to the generator for 30 seconds. When the cursed generator is repaired, the next furthest generator is cursed. The way I'm thinking about this, obviously it's a Hex perk. Not great. Hex perks, not good. They need a complete massive rework, unlike some other stuff we'll get to. But you're gonna basically get 1 guaranteed use out of this per trial. Because you spawn the farthest away from survivors, and it's the farthest gen from you. So more than likely, the survivors will be on that gen basically at the start of the match. So you get free undetectable and a little bit of a spookiness with your terror radius being on that generator for 30 seconds. I think it's gonna be decent. It is a hex perk, so getting more than one use. Sucks to suck, hex perks. I'm sorry, you don't get any love. Sorry. On to the survivor, V. Bunyasak. I apologize for slaughtering any and every language, including the English language. So, there. Sorry. New perks, Road Life. While injured, not broken, and repairing a gen, you gain a token for each regular great skill check success. Yay. When you have 8, 7, or 6 tokens, depending on the level of the perk, spend all the tokens and gain 100% healing speed until you stop healing. You lose 2 tokens when you fail a regular skill check. So they had me in the first half. I was like, oh good, it's another one of those perks. Gain tokens for already doing good on a repair gen, and then you spend all the tokens to what? Get faster gen speed? No, it's healing speed. Oh. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Press ability 2 while standing and idle to enter performance interaction that lasts up to 15 seconds and empower survivors within 16 meters. It's another thing like the bards got where they play their lutes. I like this because she's a drummer in lore and she pulls out a little tambourine. I love it. It's really good touch that she pulls out a tambourine. Give Jeff one where he pulls out an acoustic guitar, and I think we'll be set. I think we'll be good there. You gotta continue skill checks during the performance. The effect lasts 90 seconds if the performance is completed. Again, it's 15 seconds. Increase the odds of getting healing and repair skill checks by 20%. When the ability is canceled or the performance completes, it goes on cooldown for 90 seconds. So basically I think Ott said for every second of the 90 seconds, it's a 20% chance to get a skill check. Or it's increased, or something like that. It's a very weird thing. But, okay. That's neat. I don't remember what the bards do, but this one sounds pretty neat. And finally, Ghost Notes. While you are exhausted, your scratch marks disappear 50% faster, and you recover 10% faster from exhausted. I think somebody did the math on Twitter. This is not better than the now nerfed Vigil. We'll get to that. One of my favorite perks, the perks I think is the most underrated perks in a Vigil. Vigil by itself is still better, I think by like 10 or 11 seconds. And if you use both, it's only like 2 seconds difference from just normal Vigil with Sprint Burst. But yeah, if you're exhausted, your scratch marks disappear 50% faster. Okay, make chases harder. Oh. Okay, I believe they did just buff lightweight. Okay. But that's the good stuff. I like the survivor perks for the most part. I like the new killer perks for the most part. I really like the idea of this new killer. I really enjoy this. And if that was the patch, it'd be hunky-dory. Home run, grand slam, game-winning home run in the World Series. Game-winning Hail Mary in the Super Bowl, right? Winning three-pointer in the NBA Finals. Champions, woo! Sports. But it's not. This is the best of this. It's all downhill from here. Tunneling. Reduction. Update. This is going to kill the game. This. Tunneling. Reduction. Update. This is going to kill the fucking game if it makes it to live servers and they do nothing about it. I think the PTB is now shorter. Like, somebody said, like, oh yeah, the PTB is done for the day. And I'm like, if they want real, like, legitimate feedback from players playing and just like who know the game, having a limited time for the PTB every day, not the way to go. But I don't know that. That's what it looked like somebody said. I don't know. But this is going to kill the game. You're going to have survivor mains are going to hail this from the highest of high peaks as this is God sent. without realizing they're going to have to wait longer for games because people aren't going to want to play killer. You're not going to get in games as fast as you do now. Because this severely hurts killers for no fucking reason. Unhooked protections updated. Survivors that are unhooked or unhook themselves receive unhooked protection for 30 seconds. Those include haste, 10% haste status effect. Okay, endurance status effect. Okay, elusive status effect. That's a new one that hides grunts of pain, aura, scratch marks, and pools of blood. You lost me. No collision with other players. That's good. Reveal the killer's aura within 32 meters. Why? Somebody said that this is going to benefit one type of player, and it's bully squads. Do you really want to do that? Do you really want to be like, hey, bully squads, pull it out, let's suck on it? I don't think you want that. That's bad. Very, very bad. And we'll get to it when we get to the perks. But all of the new perk changes for killer really rely on this making it to live servers. And if it doesn't, like everybody doesn't want it to, nobody wants this to happen. Everybody says it's overtuned and it's very abusive. You can abuse it very easily. What are you gonna do then? I don't know. Reveal the killer's aura for within 32 meters. Okay. Immunity to killer instinct and immunity to AFK crows. Why? That is a weird one amongst weird ones. But haste, fine. Endurance, fine. No collision with other players, fine. Immunity to killer instinct, fine. AFK crows, okay, sure. It's the reveal the killer's aura within 32 meters and the new elusive stuff that hides scratch marks and your aura. Grunts of pain, pools of blood. Okay, that's fine, right? They're unhooked for 30 seconds. They don't make weird sex noises, which is really what the grunts of pain are. And they don't leave pools of blood. Okay. Scratch marks, I can even be like, okay, that's fine. 30 seconds, whatever. I love Babysitter. I love the Steve Perk Babysitter. So, okay, that's fine. Base kit Babysitter. Cool. The hiding the aura. Man. Oh, man. These effects linger for 3 seconds after being healed from a full health state. 30 seconds, along with the hook status update. You can basically heal somebody for full underneath the hook if you're running Will Make It or one of the other perks that like gives you healing speed bonuses. I hate this. I hate this. I really do. The effects are lost when performing conspicuous action. God forbid they try to do something productive while being unhooked. But okay. These effects are disabled when all gens are completed, except for the haste and endurance. Fine. Survivors are still susceptible to attacks and powers. They haven't given them full God mode yet. They haven't turned on God mode for survivors that are unhooked. So, whoo, I guess. Hook status update. When a survivor is hooked, the hook status is obscured for the killer. Yep. The killer cannot see the hook status in the HUD, and the killer can no longer see the hook's aura. When they said they were like working on the black bubble that pops up when somebody's hooked, I don't think they meant people wanted it for killer. They wanted it for survivor. Okay. When a survivor is unhooked, there is no loud noise notification. Okay. The hook status in the HUD is revealed 10 seconds later. And these effects are disabled once all gens are completed. Fun. They did change it, which it doesn't say it here. I don't believe. But now you can actually see, you have the same HUD that survivors have with the little slash marks. It's been a while since I played Killer, but I don't remember that being the case. You just kind of had to guess which hook state everybody's on, so that's like a win. Yes. We're trying to find like a penny in a pile of shit. There's that euphemism, I guess. Unhook bonuses. When hooking a survivor that is different than the last hook survivor, you're actually playing the game how almost everybody recommends, and not tunneling, the killer gains the following effects. 20% bonus to the next damage action. Kicking. the generator. So you get a free Pop Goes the Weasel. And it doesn't say there's a time limit on that, so you could just have a Pop Goes the Weasel, just base kit now. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You get 10% haste for 15 seconds. Breaking a pallet or damage to survivor removes the bonus, which is fine, I guess. The removing the pallet is like whatever. Damage to survivor makes sense because you don't want to hit somebody and then still have haste. They hate clown having that, so all of the killers having it. It's very weird. Reveal all survivors outside of 40 meters that have less than or equal hook states for 4 seconds. Think base kit, barbecue, and chili. Okay, that's fine. They just made barbecue and chili and Pop Goes the Weasel base kit and kind of Devour Hope. Devour Hope's haste thing once you hook somebody. Okay. Sure, that's pretty neat. The thing down here says get fucked though. Oh, yeah. But yeah, this is good. Like, again, base kit, Pop Goes the Weasel, 10% haste for 15 seconds, and you reveal all survivors outside of 40 meters. That means you can literally move on to the next target basically instantly. You know where you can look around, go, there they are, and you zoom on by. That's pretty good. I like that. That's pretty cool. These effects are only gained when a killer performs hook interactions themselves, so nothing like the 2v8 hook from afar or the anniversary invitations hook from a distance or whatever. The following killers have a different set of bonuses. Blight, Dark Lord, Ghoul, Hillbilly, the Krasue, and the Nurse. They get 10% bonus on the next damage gen action. 5% haste for 10 seconds, the same reveal aura bonus. I understand the haste because they all can zoom around the map. They've got very good mobility. Why a less ick bonus? Why is that halved? I don't get that. That's weird. These effects are all disabled when all generators are completed. I think you could still give us the reveal because barbecue doesn't have that, or didn't. Okay, sure, we get a lot of unhook bonuses, which affect what they did to the perks, but we'll get to that in a moment. Here's where the game dies. Here's where the game dies. When a survivor dies to a hook, action, or mori before 6 hook states, the remaining survivors gain a 25% repair speed bonus. I don't need to sit here and tell you that 25% increased speed is a lot. That's a lot. Prove Thyself is what? 10% for everybody else on the gen? Or whatever the fuck? 25% is a lot. When a survivor that was previously hooked is killed or sacrificed, the killer loses the ability to block, damage, or regress generators by any means. You've killed the game, behavior. Congrats. Thumbs up. Took you 9.5 years, but you finally fucking did it. It wasn't whatever fiasco over the past decade. It was this. Some weird obsession with tunneling and anti-tunnel. Fucking weird. That's how what kills the game. That's really weird. You get punished for doing nothing. Nothing wrong. Like, most times. Like, the other 3 survivors gain 25% repair bonus. And if you kill a survivor that was previously hooked, you lose the ability to kick gens, block them, or regress by any means necessary. Who in the boardroom said, this is good? I need names, and I need them to be booted out the fucking door yesterday when you revealed this shit. This is unacceptable. This is just plain old bad and thoughtless. You didn't think of anything, so you just did this. Why? Like, when I was learning the game 5 years ago, the #1 thing everybody says, even nowadays, the #1 tip people give killers is, all right, if it's mid-game, you got 3 gens left, and you only have like 2 hooks, you gotta get somebody out of the game as quick as possible by any means necessary. Slug, tunnel, do one of those things. Get a survivor out of the game to give yourself a chance of winning. And now you're punished for following something that people have been saying for a decade. Why? Why? Because you couldn't figure out how to do this? People have said, all you need to do is just make things better. I've been saying for the longest time, make barbecue give blood points again, because that's a good incentive. Oh, I get more blood points for individual hooks? Oh, I'll go and chase the next target that's 40 meters or more away. How hard is that? How hard is that? This obsession with the tunneling penalty and anti-tunneling and anti-slugging is going to fucking kill the game that we all love. Why? Why bother? Why do this? This is just, again, poorly thought out and very easily abusable. All it takes is one person going, all right, I'm gonna go body block for you. I'm on one hook stand, I'm gonna go body block. And then I'm gonna go get down and I'm gonna don't come rescue me. Right, so somebody dies on second hook. Oh man, it's a straw man argument. No, it's not. That's how most bully squads fucking work. Are you dumb or just stupid? Behavior, I'm looking at you, behavior. Whoever said this shit was good. Everything else, by the way, is fine. The unique hook bonuses, like, all right, you're fucking killing barbecue and chili and you're nerfing fucking things into the ground for no reason except for the survivor stuff. But like, all right, fine. The hook status update, okay, fine. The protections, like, all right, whatever. Some of them don't make sense, but sure, man, that's fine. The penalties are bad. Very, 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 very bad. Should not make it to live servers. And I fear I have this fucking pit in my stomach saying, like, they're gonna be dumb and say no. We've promised an anti-tunneling, anti-slugging prevention thing for almost 2 years now. We have to deliver on something. So, year 9, the only above mediocre chapter was the FNAF chapter. That launched flawless. Like, all right, some little tweaks here and there, but the map was great, the killer was great, the perks were fine. There are no real big problems. Like, okay, cool. And then The Walking Dead happened, and the servers shit themselves. Perks didn't work. Perks worked too well in terms of No Mither and Finesse, the Laura Croft perk. Like, it's all been downhill since The Walking Dead chapter, and this one is gonna kill the killer role, ironically enough. Survivor queue times are gonna go through the fucking roof because nobody's gonna want to play. Because 25% repair speed, what the game needs is none of that. I've been saying for 4 or 5 years, the way this game should go is eliminating gen repair speed bonuses and gen regression perks. Get those out of the game, stop putting RNG in the game, and just have generators go a set speed. 90 seconds, 80 seconds, you wanna drop it 75, fine, whatever. Just don't have this weird RNG effect. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Following perks have been updated. Get fucked, barbecue and chili. We reworked you. Eruption, Pop Goes the Weasel, Pain Res. You know, a perk that encourages you to hook different survivors just got nerfed. We want you to hook different survivors, but not to do that as well? Okay. Babysitter, borrow time, and off the record. Cool. Slugging prevention. There's nothing too offensive in this, I believe. While in the dying state, the resolve bar appears below the recovery bar. Resolve bar takes 90 seconds to fill. Progress does not reset between downs, which, okay. The resolve bar is full. The survivor gains the ability to pick themselves up from the dying state after fully recovering. Base kit, they mentioned it. No either. Sure, it's the Bill perk. Whatever the fucking Bill perk one is. Yeah, they reworked Deerstalker. Because fuck you. Okay. Well, yeah, sure. Perks that can allow a survivor to pick themselves up before the resolve bar has been filled, so long as their conditions are met. So, no either, plot twist, that stuff. Quality life improvements, they can now crawl and recover at the same time, so tenacity, although no, they did increase the dying speed, crawling speed of the, yeah, you get it, you understand. They can now crawl and recover at the same time. Recovery is now automatic and no longer requires a button to be held. That's actually fine, that's perfect actually. When full recovery is available, tap the interact button to pick yourself up. Crawling speed is increased over time when left in the dying state from 0.7 meters to 1.05. Added a new scenario to the abandon option. After recovering or being healed from the dying state twice, the option to abandon becomes available for the next time you are down. So if you're slugged, you can now abandon and lose all the things you earned in that trial. Yay. People were losing their fucking minds about the slugging thing. It's like, okay. I've never been a fan of slugging somebody just because my brain sucks at remembering where people are. Go watch any of the Adept achievement playthroughs. I suck at remembering where people are. It's my worst habit in this game. I fail every single time. So, yeah, okay. The resolve bar doesn't reset between downs. That's fine. I knock somebody down unless somebody's really nearby and, like, pestering me. I'm gonna pick up automatically. This doesn't affect me. The tunneling shit affects everybody. I know, like, some, like, probably, what, Twins mains are gonna be pissed? Sorry, Pixel, I know you're writing, like, a 14-page document about how the unhook shit sucks, so... Godspeed, friend. Godspeed. Palette density, quality of life updates. Updated previous various realms to adjust the quantity and distribution of pallets, reducing the presence of dead zones. Affected realms: Macmillan Estate, Autohaven, Coldwind, Crotus Pren, Haddonfield, Backwater Swamp. When's the rework? Red Forest, Yamaoka Estate, Ormond, and the Decimated Borgo. So more pallets. Okay, that's cool. My boy, look how they made my boy better? Question mark. Back into the good things. Michael now has 3 modes. He no longer has tiers to his evil incarnate. He has Stalker, Pursuer, and Evil Incarnate. He can swap between modes without needing to stalk. He must stalk survivors to unlock Evil Incarnate. However, when it is active, the shape gains a new special attack, Slaughtering Strike, which is buck wild from what I have seen. Wowzers. He can lunge 16-something meters. He's a dash killer now. Alright, cool. I think you boys might want to go back and watch all of the movies, because I don't think Jason or Michael was fucking doing that shit. I don't think he was stunting on people. Holy shit, but alright. Stalker mode, undetectable, moves at 4.2, basically the same as Evil Within 1. Stalk nearby survivors. When it is full, you automatically enter Pursuer mode. Stalker mode becomes unavailable. Note, no longer decreases lunge range. Okay, you can still technically do jump scare Myers unless they, like, really fuck up his add-ons, which there's too much to read through. Thanks, Stephen King novel. If I wanted to read it, I would read it. You get Pursuer mode, previously tier 2. He's 24 meters and moves at 4.6. Vault speeds increased by 15%. Lunge breaking speed and stun recovery speeds are increased by 10%, so you do everything faster. Dope. Evil Incarnate, when the stock meter is full, tap the ability button to activate Evil Incarnate whenever you want. That's what people have wanted for years now. It lasts 40 seconds. 40 meter terror radius, moves up 4.6. Vault speed is increased by 15. I believe that's on top of the other 15. I'm not entirely sure. So basically everything remains the same from what he was with tier 3. Except he gets a new special attack, Slaughtering Strike, and unlocks the ability to kill survivors that have reached the final hook. They cannot be used on survivors with endurance. So basically they gave him the ability that Pyramid Head does. If they are tier 2, or if they are stage 2 on the hook, you can kill them. They can just be moried. Survivors are no longer exposed, and you have no longer increased lunge range. So, this feels like you hold this until you know people are on second hook, so you can just mori people outright. Okay, that's fine. Slaughtering Strike, hold the power button to charge the lunge, then press the attack to begin the attack. Holding the power button longer extends the lunge's duration to a maximum of 2 seconds. Slaughtering Strike has a base speed of 6.9. Nice. Hits with Slaughtering Strike instantly down healthy survivors. So that whole thing where it's like, oh, they're no longer exposed? Nah. They could be just instantly downed without being exposed. So there's that. Can break pallets and breakable walls, and is a 6-second cooldown. Fuck wild that they did this to Michael. Holy shit. The stock meter now takes 5 points to fill. It was 3 for tier 1, 6 for tier 2. Numbers mean nothing here. Increased movement speed multiplier when stalking is survivor to 60%. Was 20, so you're moving so slow. Stalk rate is decreased by 25% while moving, so just stand still. It's basically the Ghostface rule, stand still stalking. Why would you do anything else? When stalk meter is not full, after 20 seconds of not stalking, stalk progress decays to 50%. Not by 50%, but to 50%, so you'll always have at least half of the bar. That's pretty good. Decrease the maximum stalk range to 32 meters. It was 40 meters, whatever. No longer have a limited stalk points. Unlimited suck, boys. And it is no longer affected by distance, so you could stalk miles apart. And a bunch of fucking... Oh my god. Looking for scratched mirror. Jewelry box. No, scratched mirror's not on here. Vanity mirror's on here. Mirror shard's on here. Blonde hair, boyfriend memo. Oh god, it's so much. I'm not reading through that. Fuck that. That's too much, Stephen King. Unknown got some stuff. Increase weakened duration. Increase, what? Increased weakened duration increase upon injuring a healthy survivor with UVX projectile to 8 seconds. It was 6. Yeah, man, I have to remember what weakened does. Reduced movement speed, recovery time after teleporting to 1.3. It was 1.4, so a little bit. Increase the unknown's vertical camera access to allow him to look up better, I guess, when he's doing his projectile. Okay, they changed some of his add-ons. Dope. Fucking Dracula got more things happening. Reduce the cooldown of Hellfire to 9.5 was 10. Increase the number of Hellfire pillars to 8 was 7. Reduce the charged movement speed from 3.68 to 3.8. Increase movement speed. Recovery time after activating Hellfire to 2.35 was 2.25. Full form. Increase pounds. Charge time to 0.9. It was 0.85. Hit the wrong button. Thank you. Increase scent orb spawn time to 6 seconds. It was 5. Bat form. Flying movement. Friction to reduce sliding motion. 2.2 was 1.6. Bunch of add-ons. Clown. My boy. Why? Increase the time it takes for the FP's tonic clouds to activate to 1.6. It was 1. Increase the duration of the hindered effect after leaving FP's tonic cloud to 1.6. It was 1. You know, the big things they were touting like we're fucking changing the way Clown is played. We hate Purple Drank. We love piss bottles. They reverted those changes. Yep. The geniuses on the balance team. We're gonna have to sit down and have a talk. Because I don't think you know what's happening anymore. I think you're out of the loop a little bit. The Atrophy's antidote clouds should just be instant. I've been saying that since they introduced the piss bottles. There's no reason for them not to be instant. Just throw it down. Boo! Piss cloud! But no. But no. Sure. The ghoul, when grabbing a survivor on the other side of the vault with the Kagune Leap, the survivor is released at the start of the vault instead of the end of it. Don't know what that would mean, but okay. And Oni got the most logical fucking buff. Increase the number of blorbs that spawn when hooking a survivor from 2 to 5, from 2 to 5. So he spawns more blood orbs when you hook Survivor. That's good. And then a bunch of fucking Survivor things. They reworked Babysitter because they're dumb. After hooking Survivor, you see the Survivor's aura and the Killer's aura for 12 seconds because we made most of it base kit. Sure. Off the record, they removed the endurance status effect and the stipulation that it disables once the exit gates are powered. While active, you do not leave scratch marks while sprinting. Okay. Plot twist, add a new effect, increase recovery speed by 25% when used. Why? Question I have for a lot of this. Tenacity. I thought they... No, they nerfed Hope. Decrease the haste status effect gain when exit gates are powered to 5% was 7. I thought they nerfed the fucking, what do you call it? The lightweight, but I guess not. I thought somebody said it unless it works well with Ghost Note or some shit. I don't know. Tenacity added a new effect, prevents the aura from being red while in the dying state. That doesn't matter anymore. Decreased crawling speed to 25% was 50 because most of that's base kit now. Vigil. Survivors can now only benefit from one Vigil perks effect at a time. Previously it's stacked with other versions. I'm the only person that's run Vigil. I'm pretty sure. Nobody else runs Vigil. So, I'm not gonna stop. Really good perk. So, fuck it, I guess. Killer stuff. A nurse is calling. Increase the range to 32 meters. It was 28. Good. No longer affects survivors during the dying state. Okay. Barbecue and chili. After hooking all survivors once, increase base generator damage by 5%. You use this with what? If all of this comes to live service, the game's dead, by the way. I need to say that like every 10 minutes or so, because fuck, this is bad. This is very bad. It's a bad patch. New killer stuff, new survivor stuff, dope, home run. Everything else, ooh, failed bunt attempt. If you know sport, you know it's like ooh, bases loaded bunt. Why that's a triple play. Why would you do that? That's what this is. Yeah, if base kit barbecue and chili makes it, and not base kit barbecue, base kit hop makes it, and now you have this, that's 25% on a kick. But you'll probably get fucking penalized anyway, so it don't fucking matter. Dead Man's got nerfed. Increased the block time to 35 seconds. It was 50. Deerstalker got reworked for some reason. When a survivor sees your aura, you see their aura. Every 30 seconds, reveal your aura to the survivor with the lowest chase time for 3 seconds. I kind of fuck with this rework, I'm not gonna lie. I love the idea of just like walking around the map going, you, and then sorry going, oh fuck. I love that. It's a forced objective obsession procking for the survivor. Survivor's gonna be going about their fucking day, doing a generator, milking a cow, whatever that motion was, and then go, oh, and see the killer's aura. Oh, and then the killer's gonna see their aura. I kind of love that. I don't know why. Oh, when the survivor sees your aura, you see theirs. Okay, that's dope. That just works, by the way. That's not like, oh, they have to see your aura via this effect. It just works. Like, if they use, like, a key or something like that, do keys still work? Take me back to 2021. Behavior, you fuck ups. Jesus Christ. I believe keys can still see the aura of killers, can they? No? Maybe, I don't know. Walking Dead chapter killed everything that we loved. This is gonna put it in the grave. Weird. You know what to do now, behavior. Jason Voorhees saves your game. Put it on, mark it down. Mark my words. But yeah, if they see your aura at any time, you see theirs. So, you show me yours, I'll show you mine. Didn't know that was gonna be in this game, that's weird. Eruption, they decreased the gen loss to 5%, it was 10%, so they nerfed that into the ground. They gigabuffed Ruin back to what it was. Gen regression at 150%, it was 100, good lord. Modern abuse. Why? This makes no sense. While in chase, your terror radius is now increased by 15%. It was 8 meters. Why? Otherwise, your terror radius is now decreased by 25%. It was 8 meters. Why are we going to percentages? I don't understand. I don't understand that. Pop was nerfed because they're making it base kits down to 50%. It was 20%. Oppression increased random generator selection to 4, was 3. Now it blows up 4 gens instead of 3 gens. Decrease the cooldown to 35. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Pain res, decreased generator progress loss to 12%, was 20. Okay. Ultimate weapon increased the range of when opening a locker to 40 meters, was 32. Reduced the cooldown to 45, was 60. I don't remember what that perk does, because there's so many. There's some bug fixes. Yeah, it's been a good run. It's been a good run. Hopefully the Halloween game is, like, good, so we can fill the void of ASIMs when this is dead after this chapter, so... God, if you don't know what hyperbole is, or satire, man, this video has been a fucking 45 minutes of hell. You don't understand that I'm being facetious at best, I think. Obviously, the game's not gonna die, because it's too big to fail. Wait. Oh shit, sorry, Actibliz. But like this is gonna hit a lot of people and affect the people that are saying, "We won!" It's this. The penalties is the only thing that needs to be removed. Right? Everything else can stay. Like, okay, fine. You hook somebody that's different than your last hook survivor. You get rewarded for it. Okay. You can't see any things like that. They added the hook slashes to the HUD now, so killers can actually see it. That's perfect. That's great. Now you can know who's on death hook, who's moriable, who hasn't been hooked yet, who you should chase. That's cool. And the survivors that are unhooked, they get some better protections for 30 seconds. Okay, that's pretty good. And then you're like, oh, by the way, if you do what people have told you for a decade now, and it's getting a survivor out of the game as quick as possible so your odds go up, now you suffer because they gain 25% repair speed bonus, which is a lot. That's too much. I think you could, if we're being realistic here, this is probably going to make it to live with very big changes, I think, right? They might reduce the kick bonus for basic killers and, I don't know, something else. But I could definitely see them dropping this 25% down to maybe 10%. Because 25%? Too fucking fast. That's a lot. And I think just removing this entire thing, like, if I have to, like, zero in on a target, it's this. When a survivor is previously hooked, is killed, or sacrificed, the killer loses the ability to block, damage, or regress gens by any means. I think this needs to go. Right, we can nerf this down, 25% down to 10%. That would still be too much because it's still adding repair speed. But 10% is a lot less than 25. You just get rid of this. When a survivor is previously hooked, is killed or sacrificed, you lose the ability to block, damage, or regress gens by any means. That's bad. That's just fucking bad, because sometimes you've seen it in a lot of my gameplay where I can't find anybody else. There's 4 survivors on this map. I keep finding the same fucking person. Like, you just have to go for who you can find. Like, yeah, okay, you're giving us base kit barbecue and chili. Hey, do you know what Hawkins exists? Do you know that map doesn't work for barbecue and chili? Do you know that Dead Dog Saloon, the best killer map in the game, doesn't really get barbecue and chili value ever? Like, that's great, but like sometimes you're just gonna run into the same fucking person that is either stupid, bad at the game, or wanting to go next. That dreaded word from the last patch, from the last chapter, yeah, people still want to go next. You didn't fix shit there either. So you're punishing the person that wants to go next by giving them a DC penalty, basically. And you're punishing the killer that's like, all right, you don't want to play. I've been there. You've seen it in my videos. Where I'm just like, all right, you don't want to play the game. That's fine. I'll let you go next. Like, all right, cool. Here's a hook. Bye. I get penalized because I'm helping them? Fucking dumb. Get rid of the tunneling penalties. Drastically reduce this one at the very least. And get rid of this one. Everything else is fine. Everything else can stay. Like, I don't need to see that you fucking hook status or anything like that. I see now in gameplay, we were gonna watch it, but that was a 50 fucking minute video. We were gonna watch like fucking Spooky play. I love this, by the way. This, I love. I love that. That's so good. I love everything about the killer. Right now, yeah, now you can't see it. Like, I love everything about the killer. Everything down to it. Yeah, you can see the hook states here now. There's a moment where he actually does, like, look the same person. He gets a little fucking notification at the top. I don't remember where. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, a tickle. Maury's dope. Just, saying that. I know what happens in Otz's video, but I don't want to go look up Otz's video. I need to edit this, and I don't really want to fucking edit it. There it was. Did it? Was it? Hold up. There's a moment. There's a moment where it's like, oh, you're fucking doing bad. Don't do that shit, homie. Is what it is. But I like the killer. I like the concept. I like everything about it. I think it's neat. Yeah, that's the new blackout HUD there. You know, go full screen. Fuck it, right? I clicked full screen. Damn it, don't kill OBS. Damn it. Yeah, now it's blacked out for about 10 seconds. You see the thing. Here's the new HUD. Hate it. I hate this change. It's so unnecessary. It's such an unnecessary thing. There's that spit thing. The hawk-to-ing on the survivor. It can go through survivors. It can hit multiple. So there's that. That's pretty cool. But like, it's so much work that is for like no reason. Like, yes, there it is. There it is. Killing last unhooked survivor. The entity will gain a favor generated if you kill or sacrifice the last unhooked survivor. You will not be able to block or regress their progress in any way. You just get hit with a fucking whammy. Like, fucking Christ. There's so much. Like, you have a new HUD thing. You have a new HUD thing. You have this new thing over here. You have this stuff. They added the strike marks here. There's so much added. Like I said, yes, tunneling and slugging is a problem. I can't remember the last fucking time I got tunneled in a match. Like, yeah, okay, I haven't played much. Okay, yeah, sure, I'm taking a little break, getting things set up with this new era. Hi, you see me now, you see the blue background? That's Dead by Daylight, right? Blue, cold, blue, entity realm, cold. Look at McMillan, it's cold, right? Right, I was setting new stuff up, like not really playing the game. I'm waiting for like the next chapter, because I was like, oh shit, it sounds interesting. All right, we're doing Thai folklore and horror. Like, all right, that's pretty fucking cool. I loved Home Sweet Home. Okay, let's fucking go. Like, Thailand has some very, very scary shit. Like, very, very creep. Like, you can see it on screen right now. But like I can't remember the last time I was tunneled out of a game. I remember the last time I was slugged because it was against a fucking Chucky who was just slugging everybody. I was like, all right, that's this game, I guess. So yeah, it's a problem, but I don't know. I don't know. It feels like it's this game, like slugging and tunneling are this game's boogeymen. It's like, it'll happen to you. Like, fucking really, will it? I don't know, man. Like, it's... You can't hit over objects, by the way, but it's Plague. She's Plague. That's fine. I like Plague, again. But, like... I love everything about this. I shouldn't do that because that's my hand in front of the camera. I gotta learn that shit. I love all of this. Look at that, picking the head, wrapping intestines around a survivor, just go fucking bye. I love that. That's such good. So much love went into this. Like, it looks so good. Gotta censor that. It is very gory. Somebody brought up, I believe it was on the Reddit. Oh no, now he's blocked. Somebody brought up on the, I believe it was the Reddit, was yeah, now we have like head pops and all that shit. Can Demo finally eat a head? We update his more to like take a chomp out of somebody's brain. That'd be fucking cool. I would not be against it. You want new Stranger Things content? Just be like, we're doing it. Demo now eats people. No, I don't think many people would complain about it. Yeah, you can't like, you can't fucking do that, man. You can't like. First it was like, oh, we don't want to like. Really, they didn't say the quiet part out loud, but we all know it was just the Nerf Skull Merchant mains, right? It's the chest merchant. Ugh, she's got a lot of cake, but but it was like to like nerf chest merchant. So they were like, we're gonna add some things. You can't kick a generator more than a few times, and then it's blocked. You can't do shit. And now we're come to this. Like, if you don't want us playing killer, just make Survivor v Survivor. Fuck it. It's just bad. So much went into this. Again, they added new like UI elements and HUD elements and all this stuff. And this is not the biggest problem this game has. Yes, tunneling and slugging are a problem, like I said. But like, this could have went to server issues, fixing servers and the hacking problem and like DDoSing and shit. That's still a problem that affected poor Chandler Riggs when he was doing his big fucking collab with Otson creators for The Walking Dead. You could use that money for that money and resources for that stuff and not for this. You did this instead. Why? Why? It's so unnecessary. Like, you had to come up with assets to like block out the names. Like, oh, maybe it'll be like fucking yellow, but then it's red once they get past that 6 marks. Gotta put the thing on the generator. Like, we gotta, like, different HUD elements needed to be designed. Different, like, triggers in game had to happen. So much work for something that's not fucking necessary. But, yeah. I like the killer, like I said. I like the killer. I'm excited to play the killer, play as the survivor. I like it. We got a new baddie, finally. Dope. Excellent. She got some super cool cosmetics, that we saw. Let me find odds. Oh, I hit my mic. Got good old odds. Who Otz is spoken about out against it. Spooky said it in his post about this. He's gonna make a video on that. Like, the creators are actually speaking out against it, which is great. Hey, behavior, fucking listen. Look at that gore. Let Demo chomp. Let my Demo chomp. Like, she got some dope cosmetics. Again, you can now see cosmetics on the PTB. Pretty dope. I like that. I love that. I really love that. For a basic, just recolor, I really like that. Like, all of her like basic stuff for blues or for greens and stuff, really cool. Then you got like Final Girl Krasue, like, all right, cool. And the disembodied head changes to whatever you're wearing. Super, super cool. And she gets her like, this one is so, it looks really good. Look at that, looks real good. I like it. I like it a lot. Like I said, we got like the new baddie in town. B. Got a little like that one. That one specifically is very good. Very Seattle grunge. They're like very good recolors. Like recolors normally are just like, eh. These are very good. That's super good. She gets a lot of good looking cosmetics, man. And of course, we have the glorified baddie with a fucking potential upskirt. Like, behavior loves that shit. Don't know why, you fucking weirdos. Like, it's super cool, super cute. Like, this looks like another Nia cosmetic. I'm gonna get fucking really confused. Like, I love the entire thing about this chapter in terms of the killer and survivor. It's just like the other stuff in the background is in the foreground. It's not good. It's not good and should not hit live servers, but I fear that it will. But tone down. Yeah. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're thinking. Not good. Not clearly. Not very thought out. So we'll see. We got 3-ish weeks till this happens. They were like, okay, we've heard a lot of you. We've heard a lot of the complaints before the PTB even went up. So we're gonna be keeping track of like the complaints and all that from the community. So hopefully they are actually listening and like will take into consideration everything everybody has said. They've gotten better at it. They've gotten a lot better at it over the years. So fingers crossed, here's hoping. But for now, I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, wasn't really much gameplay, but wasn't any gameplay, any of mine at least. Yeah, hook the like button, more subscribe button, bing bong the bell, and until next time, I will see you in the fog. Good luck.